Vice President Sara Duterte is very much the talk of town in social media today after she showed up to the House hearing on her office's use of funds in fighting mode.
First, she refused to take the oath. Former President Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo tried to come to her defense, but the Vice President told her not to stress.
Then, in a fiery statement she read before lawmakers, she accused them of laying the groundwork for her impeachment. Marian Enriquez has this report.
The mood was tense from the start at Wednesday's hearing of the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability already. When the standard oath was about to be administered to resource persons and witnesses, Vice President Sara Duterte was up in arms and refused to take it.
Ang nasa rules ninyo, witnesses lang po ang nag-o-oath. Wala po kayong rules sa resource persons.
Yung term lang po yun pero considered as a resource person din po kayo
Coming to Duterte's rescue was her ally, Congresswoman Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, who's been referred to as her political mentor as well. The former president turned Pampanga representative cited a Supreme Court decision that supposedly said witnesses, the accused, and resource persons during legislative hearings are not the same. After a brief suspension of the proceedings, lawmakers were back on the issue of the VP refusing to take oath.
We cannot just trivialize. Kasi you're just a witness. You're a witness. Pareho na rin yung witness, resource person. They are not the same. The Supreme Court says they are not the same.
Mr. Chair, this is an inquiry in aid of legislation and no one is technically accused of any wrongdoing here, Mr. Chair.
And then another suspension of the hearing at the request of Duterte. At this point, she huddled with Arroyo for a while, then shook hands with Congressman Rodante Marcoleta. The lawmaker told the Vice President not to stress. When the hearing resumed,
Mr. Chair, may I speak?
You will be given the opportunity later,
Okay.
Madam Vice President.
in the end, Chua's committee relented and did not compel Duterte to take an oath like the rest of the resource persons. The hearing came about because of the privileged speech of Manila's 2nd District Representative Rolando Valeriano on September 3. The congressman questioned the office of the Vice President's spending in the last couple of years.
Hindi nararapat sa atin, lalo na't siya'y nag-aambisyon na maging Pangulo, ang ayaw magsabi kung saan ginastos ang pondo ng bayan. Sino ba talaga ang pinaglilingkuran niya? Baka naman ang boss niya ay humaharang sa bangka ng mga Pilipinong mangingisda o ang mga promotor ng Pogo.
And while the hearing was supposed to center on the OVP's budget, Duterte, as head of the office, did not answer a single question about it. Not under oath, Duterte used her time instead to attack the lawmakers.
What we are witnessing now is no ordinary legislative inquiry. This exercise is a well-funded and coordinated political attack. This much is evident from the very words of the privileged speech that prompted this inquiry. A speech that simply meant to say, do not vote for Sara on 2028.
She also claimed that the hearing was just a rehearsal for the bigger plan to kick her out as vice president through impeachment.
So you may try to destroy me, you can skin me alive, and throw my ashes to the wind. But let it be known, you will find me unbowed. I will continue to serve the Filipino people no matter the personal cost or political intrigue.
Recall that in the last hearing on the OVP's budget, Duterte was repeatedly asked about her confidential funds worth 125 million pesos. That's because the Commission on Audit issued a notice of disallowance on 73 million pesos of that, which basically means she has to return the money or appeal the decision by submitting evidence. But Duterte is adamant her office did nothing wrong.
As we have done last year, we again leave the 2025 OVP budget to the pleasure of Congressman Martin Romualdez. If you feel that all the documentary submissions are not enough, then by all means, huwag kayo magbigay ng budget.
The Vice President decided to leave around noon without answering any questions. Speaker Martin Romualdez has yet to comment on the Vice President's accusations. Congressmen also insisted that they are just doing their job, scrutinizing the national budget, and that there is no campaign among them to impeach Duterte. For now, it's not clear if Duterte will attend another inquiry into her office's fund use, or for that matter, plenary debates on the OVP's 2025 budget scheduled for September 23. For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.